I will never forget how I could make you feel a part of the Descendants and Zombies franchises, how I could make you feel connected to it, because that's always what I wanted to do. When I leave my legacy behind, the one thing that nobody will ever be able to take away from me that will be irreplaceable will be this emotional connection that I've always seemed to have with every fan of Descendants and Zombies. Fans who have come from everywhere to share their story with me about who their favorite character was, a favorite moment they had from the franchise that they never ever forgot being a part of, moments they shared at the Worlds Collide tour with their friends and their family. This experience for me has really touched my heart and warmed it at the same time because of how I could tell these stories. I am one of the greatest storytellers of all time. My name is Jonathan Clarke for those of you who are new here, who have recently subscribed here. And if you're looking for a dedicated heart to talk with you about Descendants and Zombies, then I'm your guy. Look no further. Stop right now and subscribe here to this YouTube channel because I have a better understanding about Descendants and Zombies than anybody who's ever created videos for you guys. Because often some of these videos that you watch have never really made sense, have never really given people like Kylie Control much of a chance, and she's had her heart broken because of it, and this criticism that she's received recently has really gotten to her heart. She is a beautiful person, no matter how people feel about her. And I think what outshines that criticism are pretty much all of you, because you're what makes everything so special for Kylie Control, or at least seems so special. I remember when she shot the Carrie Bradshaw music video just last weekend, and so many people came out of love and support for Kylie Control. They were swarming on the set of the Carrie Bradshaw music video, and they were also very supportive of Freya shooting the music video for the Golden Boy live performance, which happened a couple of nights ago. It premiered on YouTube. I'll get to that in a couple of days. But Kylie Contrell has really touched our hearts in so many unbelievable ways for her perseverance, her strength, her heart, and her dedication for all of you, for all of us. And the one thing that I've always supported about Kylie is this emotional connection she has with all of you, because I know what it's like to have so many emotional connections with so many wonderful people. So perhaps I'm one of the only guys who could ever relate to Kylie Control out there. Perhaps I can do something about how she feels, because the one thing I've always wanted to do is let Kylie Control know that her contributions are so special, and by far more special than a lot of people think. And she will never ever be forgotten for her contributions to all of us and to these franchises. Because how do you think she felt when she had her first ever doll? Princess Red became a doll. Princess Red was featured on hoodies like Paint This Town Red, which was a beautiful hoodie. That was so special. That was a moment for her, because she knew she was going to be remembered as an icon or a legend. Because having the chance to be remembered as an icon or a legend, to be honest with you guys, is the one thing I've always wanted to go down in history for having been. A legend for my relatable content and my voice. Because there's always been something about my voice being attached to this franchise and being so special about it, for how I could bring these stories to life and how I saw something special from within them. No matter who we are, we all have a story, and that's why many of us create YouTube. We just want to have an incredible reach. We want to have a profound impact on the hearts who watch our videos and who hit our subscribe button and give us 50 bajillion likes. And while 50 bajillion likes may seem like a lot to a lot of people, you're probably saying, geez, Jonathan, 50 bajillion likes is a lot of likes to have. Do you really think you can amount to 50 bajillion likes? I know I can, because of all of you. While that may have never happened for me, I know I can, because I have the love and support of every fan of the Descendants of Zombies. You've often heard me say about how I want to be President of the United States, to give Kylie Control a president she can finally be proud of. How I want to do this for the Descendants franchise, like allocate bigger budgets, to have more cast members have a chance to bring characters to life and to share their stories with all of you. I would love to sit in the director's chair for you guys and be a dedicated director who never leaves. Who never leaves that chair and never leaves this behind, and never ever forgets the contributions of the stars who brought these characters to life, like Kylie and Malia and Freya and Ruby, who I will bring back for you guys. I will never quit on the Descendants franchise. There have been so many people who have kind of come in and out of this franchise, who have left the door closed and the book closed on Descendants and Zombies, never having a desire to write another chapter. But trust me, there's always a chance to write a new chapter, and always a chance to give you something to believe in that is far more relatable than we ever imagined possible. Do you guys ever think that I ever imagined this YouTube channel would have become everybody's favorite? No, I didn't. Do you guys think that I ever imagined that I'd be sitting here with over 1,000 videos having created for the algorithm? No, I never did. But it happened because of you. I just took a chance on Descendants and Zombies. It was really a hit or miss for me. It was really go big or go home. And I was able to do that because 100,000 of every 40 million content creators, I think it is, have a chance of making it big on YouTube and getting monetized. But that's never really mattered to me, qualifying for the YouTube Partnership Program, the monetization opportunities that are kind of out there that everybody seizes, everybody wants to be a part of. All that's ever mattered to me is you guys, and how you go to the Worlds Collide Tour, you come home and you say, hey geez, Jonathan Clarke, that was such fun. I want to experience this all over again. I want to go again. I want to see Descendants 5. I'm so excited about Zombies 5. That's what makes this so special for me. And that's what's always been relatable to me, having the chance to touch your heart in so many unbelievable ways. When you touch the heart of every fan of Descendants of Zombies, when you create something special and you really put yourself out there, never knowing if you're going to be accepted, that's what made this such an incredible journey for me, having the chance to meet so many incredible people who I saw go out to these meet and greets for Zombies when Zombies first kicked off back in 2018. Do you guys know they thought probably 50 people would show up at the Zombies conventions and over 200 people would show up to a time? That shows heart. That shows dedication. And that makes what we do as YouTubers worth it every single time. When you see 200, 250 plus people showing up, it's really incredible and nothing short of phenomenal when you see things like this happening, even things that the stars themselves never expected to have happen. Like when they auditioned for Zombies, did you ever think that Meg Donnelly and Milo Manheim would see the point where they would get to where they would live with each other and they would shoot zombies and they would have such an unbelievable time, become the best of friends? Because I've often said that friendships are to be valued in this lifetime, because friends kind of just come into our lives, kind of fade out of our lives with no explanation ever being given. We often feel ghosted by our boyfriends or girlfriends kind of thing. The thing is, moments like these never really happen a whole lot of the time. So I really think that we can really appreciate this and we can come that much closer together and form an unbreakable bond that seemingly is inseparable from Descendants of Zombies, because this happens far too often than enough kind of people just kind of show up in our lives and just kind of unexplainably vanish. It happened for Freya. It's happened for Kylie God knows how many times. So we can let her know that some of her best friends are some of her fans out there, because you guys are incredibly supportive of your favorite stars and you have deserved nothing but the best. And I always wanted to be that guy who would create relatable content for you guys that would have a chance, even the slightest chance, are relating to you, because I saw power and strength from within Kylie Control's heart and soul. I saw power and strength from within the soul of Freya Sky because of just how energetic she was and how over-exuberant she was. I can only wish I had a third of Freya Sky's exuberance. And you're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, you are the most over-exuberant person that I've ever watched on YouTube, which makes your videos so fun. That's why I subscribe here, because you are over-exuberant, which is a word that I probably never even knew until I watched your videos. Well, if that's my contribution to you, then at least it's something, hey. And I think that everybody's taken something special away from the videos I've created, because when I tell you I'm so excited about Tangled, and Milo Manheim playing Eugene for the first time ever alongside Tegan Croft as Rapunzel, I really am. I believe they're shooting this one in Spain, and currently right now it's a toss-up between either Canada or Ireland to film Descendants 6 in, and I think that Ireland will be a beautiful location to film Descendants in, because we've never seen a Descendants movie shot in Ireland. They've been shot in Canada, where I'm from, and while Canada may be one of the most beautiful places in the world, not taking anything away from every other place in the world, every other location, Ireland is a very beautiful place in its own right, and I would love for them to go to Ireland like they did for New Zealand for Zombies 5. I would love for them to change up the location, because it provides more of an opportunity to really bring this one to life. And if it would be really cool, really, awesome for me to be the writer and producer behind Descendants of Zombies, because when you see Jonathan Clarke coming in, Jonathan Clarke will offer something special to this franchise. I can promise you that. It will be the funniest Zombies and Descendants movies you've ever seen in your life. You will see far more characters taking a chance on, and I think we can all be a part of something special because of it. Because no matter who we are, we all have a story that we often relate to, that we've seen from a character. We've seen so many special opportunities and moments because of Liamani Segura and what they've offered to this franchise, and I've just felt so honored to be a part of their journey, because that's really what they're on, and what they're proudly representing themselves for having been on is this unforgettable journey and their rise to the top, their ascension to superstardom. And I've loved being a part of that and really seeing and experiencing their ascension to superstardom. I think that's the best way of describing it. I know that it's been said many times that everybody is a critic and not many people have really wanted to give Descendants of Zombies much of a chance. But the fandom of Descendants of Zombies when it comes to recording these videos are incredibly supportive of how somebody feels. And if you can feel the same way that fans do, and you can create relatable content through how fans feel and how they tell you all the time, that's what's always mattered. And that's what makes your YouTube channel everybody's favorite, and what keeps them coming back to see what you got to say next and hear what you have to say. Because the thing is, guys, You really have to touch somebody's heart. You really got to reach out there and really, make them understand and make them feel a part of something, make them feel connected to who and what they've loved. Because I know that the moments at the Worlds Collide Tour were moments that you wish could have lasted for forever, and so many people were there trying to put a damper on your hopes and dreams of Leg 2 ever happening. They went home immediately, got on their YouTube channels, recorded videos filled with nothing but criticism, and uploaded them, and really what was the point? There was no point served. I think that if we would have got on here and talked about, how beautiful a song was Life is Sweeter When You Are, performed by Freya Sky, her version of it, if we would have talked about how beautiful that was, more people would have hit our subscribe buttons. If we would have talked about how beautiful a performance of Red that Kylie Control gave was, more people would have hit our subscribe button. Instead of criticizing the merch and how it didn't live up to a certain expectation or criteria, everybody did it. Everybody criticized the quality of the merch. But you can't deny that everybody wanted that Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide Tour hoodie, didn't they? And they took it home, and they probably never ever taken it off, just as they've never taken off their Freya Sky hoodie, because I see people wearing them every day. I see people out and about wearing the Freya Sky hoodies, listening to Freya Sky on their iPhones all the time. They're really ecstatic about Freya and how far she's come, and I'm very supportive of that. I've often encouraged that because I saw something special in Freya. I saw an undeniably stronger person. I saw somebody who really had morphed into a spectacle, and because she morphed into a spectacle, I think that we all took something special away from her performances. She just recently performed here in Canada as part of her Stars Align World Tour, and she was amazing. Every single time she steps out onto a stage, she is amazing. She is breathtaking, and I think more people need to choose to admit to that. Because if you can admit to that, that's what brings every video that you will go on to create, even if it's just 5 videos that you create. Now, what am I saying? I've created over 1,000 Descendants of Zombies videos, and I've had no regrets, and I've never looked back since. But if you can relate to people, and you can just tell people how special Freya Sky is to you, people will forever hit your subscribe button, because undeniably from the first moment I laid eyes on people like Freya and Kylie, I knew they were going to be something special, and we were going to have the chance to be a part of their journey, which was nothing short of phenomenal. It's been a beautiful rise to superstardom for them. They still have a long way to go, and we can take away that criticism and replace it with something nice to say. And that's all I've ever wanted to be a part of. While people continuously hit my subscribe button, hit my like button, I think in 1 week over 250 people subscribed here to this YouTube channel, and always took something special away from how much Descendants of Zombies would hold a very special place in my heart. Thank you guys so much, in having said that, for having made this your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel that everybody is obviously talking about because they've seen something special and heard something special in these videos and heard my voice. Because ever since becoming a part of the Descendants of Zombies soundtracks, this has been nothing short of phenomenal and truly breathtaking for me to have the chance to have proudly represented you as your voice of Descendants of Zombies and offered you encouragement that there was a future that we were all going to be a part of, setting ourselves up for what's really going to be history. Because we not only have Descendants of Zombies coming out with new installments of the franchise, we have Camp Rock 3 for the first time in years, and be it that I was always a huge fan of Camp Rock, but never as big a fan of Camp Rock as I was Descendants of Zombies, we got a lot to get to, and we've got a lot to experience, because this story is far from over. Because if anybody is telling you this story is going to see its conclusion, no doubt it will happen eventually, but it's not going to happen for a very long time because of the overwhelming popularity, the well-received response Descendants of Zombies has gotten. People love this with all of their heart. And I think if you can give that person who believes in this with all of their heart more to believe in than perhaps ever before, than anybody else has ever done, they will forever support you. They will never go away. And they'll always be there showing love and support for how you feel about Descendants of Zombies yourself. Because 10 years ago, I never imagined that I would have the chance to resonate and touch the hearts of so many wonderful people, but I did. Because of all of you, because you saw something special in the videos that I would go on to create. And I can tell you from personal experience, having the chance to touch the hearts of so many wonderful people, I will never forget this incredible journey that you've had me on for forever, because you guys gave me a chance to be a part of this soundtrack and represent you as your voice of Descendants of Zombies, and represent yourselves as the greatest fans of Descendants of Zombies from within the greatest niche of all time. This is the greatest niche of all time for anybody who's never realized that. And if you have the chance to understand what Descendants of Zombies is really all about, if you've never been a fan of Descendants of Zombies, I think it's about time that you take yourself up in the opportunity to become a fan and experience what everybody is talking about and feel how everybody is feeling, because it will make you a stronger person. You will feel more confident in your own ability. abilities, and you will accomplish every dream, that every goal you've ever set out to accomplish always meant to you. You will always achieve your dreams because everybody deserves a chance at happiness. Everybody deserves a second chance in life to make the most of every opportunity they have, and everybody deserves to be friends for forever and to hold on to something special they've always believed in, which obviously for many people has been this YouTube channel, for the stories that I've shared with you about how I became a fan of Descendants of Zombies once upon a time. Thank you so much for having chosen this YouTube channel as your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel. And always remember, and never ever forget, do this for me. Always remember that there is such a thing as forever, and happiness does exist out there. It's just a matter of finding it for a lot of you, and you will eventually find your life because everybody does have one. Everything is going to be okay, and we're going to get there together. I will be back sometime between now and sunset this evening with a brand new video for you guys, where we once again will discuss all things related to Descendants of Zombies, which is a conversation I hope that you will join me for. Thank you so much for always having chosen this YouTube channel as your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel. There's never been any doubt in my mind about that. And thank you so much, as always, for having watched these videos.